always wanted to understand why some people are able to accomplish so much more than I am. Jeff Bezos comes to mind. Jeff runs the biggest company in the world, and he's just announced that he has time to go to the moon and to take everybody else with him. I barely have time to go to Whole Foods or to sit down and read the sports section of the Washington Post, which of course is the grocery store chain and the major newspaper that Jeff runs in his spare time. By contrast, recently the World Health Organization just recognized burnout as a medical condition. So why are some people like Jeff Bezos and they seem to have endless energy and productivity, and other people are experiencing such burnout? Perhaps part of the answer is this sneaky little power zapper that researchers have recently discovered. They call it decision fatigue. Decision fatigue steals executive functioning. Suddenly, during the course of your day, gone is your creativity. Gone is your optimism. Gone is your emotional intelligence, your people skills, your mental acuity. And you arrive at the end of the day experiencing exhaustion and burnout. Great business writer Jim Collins was interviewed recently, and he talked about his relationship with the late great management guru Peter Drucker. And he said, here's the one thing that I learned from Drucker that changed my life. Drucker taught me never make 1,000 decisions when just one will do. Turns out, making little inconsequential decisions burns up a staggering amount, of your potential. Dr. Kathleen Vohs led a team of researchers studying decision fatigue. And in a series of experiments, they divided people up into two groups. One group of individuals spent 30 minutes interacting with household products and then made choices about which were the best products in a variety of categories. There was another group that interacted for the same 30-minute period of time with the same household products. The only difference was they didn't actually make choices or decisions. They simply reviewed and rated those products. Immediately following those 30 minutes with the products, groups were tested to see how they were doing on emotional intelligence, mental acuity, mood management, tendency to procrastinate, how their executive functioning held up through that 30-minute period of time. One of the experiments that they did was really interesting. After the 30 minutes of interacting with the household products, they took each individual into a bar on which was lined up these shots of tequila. Well, not exactly tequila. It was actually Tang. It may have tasted like tequila because the Tang was tragically modified, like orange vanilla Coke. They took the Tang and they made it, instead of with water, they made it with vinegar. And so the people performing the experiment said to the individuals, don't worry, even though this tastes absolutely terrible, it's really good for you. So feel free to drink as much of it as you would like. In fact, the goal is to drink as much as you possibly can, even though it doesn't taste good. Force yourself, we'll see who wins, who drinks the most. So the individuals who had been working with the products but had not been making choices, on average, they were able to make themselves drink over 7 shots of this vinegar Tang. But those individuals who had been making choices, their ability to push through on a difficult task had been dramatically depleted. On average, they were only able to drink 2 shots of this vinegar Tang. In other tests, They showed that mental acuity dropped in the same way, emotional intelligence, physical energy dropped in the same way, all as a result of decision fatigue. Wow. Note to self, if I ever have brain surgery, make sure the surgeon doesn't precede my operation by spending 30 minutes buying household products on Jeff Bezos' Amazon.